On the corner of Maple Street and Main Avenue, there stood an unassuming little shop with a bright red door. Its sign read simply, "Scoops of Joy." This was the kind of place where the air was always sweet with the scent of freshly made waffle cones and chocolate fudge. It was here that Mr. Thompson worked diligently every day, perfecting his craft. Mr. Thompson was a quiet man in his late 50s with a kind face and an infectious passion for ice cream. He had inherited the shop from his father, who had opened it back in the 1950s. But unlike many other stores that faded into obscurity, Scoops of Joy managed to thrive by evolving with the times while staying rooted in tradition. One of his regular customers was a young boy named Tommy, who came every Saturday with his allowance in hand. Tommy was a curious child, always asking Mr. Thompson about the myriad flavors that changed each season. "How do you make the raspberry ripple taste like sunshine?" Tommy would ask, his eyes wide with wonder. Mr. Thompson would chuckle and reply, "It's a secret recipe, passed down from my father." But the real magic comes from the joy of sharing it. As summer progressed, the shop became a haven for the townsfolk. Families would gather after long days at the nearby beach, their laughter mingling with the cheerful jingle of the shop's bell. Teenagers on first dates would nervously order double scoops, hoping to impress. Even the local postman, Mr. Hughes, would pause his route for a quick cone and a chat. But one day, as a new ice cream parlor opened just down the street. It was sleek and modern, boasting all the latest trends in frozen desserts. People flocked to it, curious to try the new flavors and marvel at the contemporary decor. Business at Scoops of Joy began to dwindle. Tommy noticed the empty tables and the quietness that now filled the shop. He approached Mr. Thompson, concern written all over his young face. "Are you going to close the shop?" Tommy asked hesitantly. Mr. Thompson smiled softly, though there was a hint of sadness in his eyes. "No, Tommy. As long as there's at least one person who enjoys my ice cream, I'll keep the shop open." Determined to help, Tommy rallied his friends and their families. They organized an ice cream social, inviting the entire community to Scoops of Joy. Word spread quickly, and on the day of the event, the shop was filled to the brim with people eager to support their beloved ice cream man. The event was a huge success. The laughter and chatter returned, and with it, the shop's earlier vibrancy. Soon, people remembered why they cherished Scoops of Joy, not just for the delicious ice cream, but for the sense of community it fostered. Mr. Thompson was grateful to the small boy with a big heart and realized that it wasn't the competition or the marketing that mattered, but the connections he made with the people who walked through his bright red door.